So dear students, after knowing the procedure of rate analysis, exactly what are the steps to be carried out while determining rate per unit of a particular item of work, we'll consider the very first item of construction, that is brickwork in cement mortar 1:6. Now this brickwork is having proportion 1:6. That means one part of cement is mixed with 6 parts of sand. So this kind of cement mortar is going to be used for constructing this brick masonry wall. So we have to determine rate per unit, rate per cubic meter for this brickwork. So first of all, as I said earlier, that we need to assume first how much will be the quantity of brickwork. So let the quantity of brickwork is equal to 10 meter cube. Now when this quantity is 10 meter cube, based on this quantity will determine exactly how much is the quantity of materials required for the construction of 10 cubic meters brickwork. Then after that we'll find out the cost of materials required for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. Then B part will focus, that is about labors. First of all, we need to find out how much is the quantity of labors. Simultaneously, we need to also find out category wise how many labors are required for this 10 cubic meter brickwork again. So A will be the cost of materials, B will be the cost of labors. Then A plus B we will find out. In this A plus B, we will add certain miscellaneous expenses. Those miscellaneous expenses may be water supply and electricity charges. Then some lump sum amount we need to consider for scaffolding. Now what is scaffolding? It is a temporary platform or temporary working platform which is provided for the laborers, especially the work when it is located at higher elevations. So when work is located at higher elevation, these laborers they need some platform so that they can stand on it and they can work. So it's a temporary working platform. Normally vertical poles are erected for that purpose, and wooden horizontal planks they are laid, and laborers, masons or laborers they stand on it, and then they go on constructing brick masonry wall. So scaffolding is a temporary working platform for which is provided for laborers to work or for the works which are located at higher elevation. Normally scaffolding is essential for brickwork, it is also essential for plastering, it is also essential for painting works, it is also essential for RCC works. So we need to add some lump sum amount for scaffolding. Then after that we need to add some amount for contractor's profit, and then finally we'll find out the total cost of this 10 cubic meter brickwork, and this total cost once we divide it by the quantity of work which we have assumed, that is 10, we will come to know how much is the rate per cubic meter of brick masonry in cement mortar 1:6. So as I said, we have assumed the quantity as 10 cubic meters. So first part will focus on, that is materials required for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. Now all of you know that 1 cubic meter brickwork that requires 500 bricks. How this 500 bricks? Because normally if you consider standard dimensions of one brick, they are 19 centimeters by 9 centimeters by 9 centimeters. If you include mortar joints also in that, then normally for calculation purpose we consider dimensions of one brick as 20 centimeter by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So volume of one brick for calculation purpose will be 0.2 meters multiplied by 0.1 meter multiplied by 0.1 meter. So that will be equal to 0.002 meter cube. So if you consider 1 cubic meter brickwork, so for 1 cubic meter brickwork, number of bricks required will be equal to 1 divided by 0.002, that will give you 500. So therefore 1 cubic meter brickwork will require 500 bricks. Total quantity of brickwork what we have assumed is 10 meter cube. So number of bricks required will be equal to bricks required for 1 cubic meter multiplied by 10. So it comes to 5000 bricks. So for 10 cubic meter brickwork, 5000 bricks will be required. Then the next material which is required is cement and sand. For that purpose, we need to know first volume of dry cement mortar which is required for this particular 10 cubic meter brickwork. Now, why volume of dry mortar? Because when we are going to prepare this cement mortar for brickwork, we'll be taking cement in dry state, we'll be taking sand in dry state. This cement and sand will be mixing them in proportion 1:6 in dry state, and after adding water into it, then we'll be able to prepare wet cement mortar or wet mix of cement mortar. So we need to know what are the dry quantities of ingredients of cement mortar, that is quantity of cement we need to know, quantity of sand we need to know. So this quantity of dry cement mortar, it is always equal to 30% of volume of brickwork. Now as you know, volume of brickwork is 10 meter cube. So 30% of that is 30% of 10, that comes to 3 meter cube. So volume of dry cement mortar required for this 10 meter cube brickwork will be equal to 3 meter cube. Now understand that this 3 cubic meter dry cement mortar includes cement and sand, and proportion of cement and sand is 1:6. That is, 1 part of cement is mixed with 6 parts of sand. In other words, this 3 cubic meters, if it is divided into 7 equal parts. Now why 7? Because proportion of cement and sand is 1:6. So 1 plus 6 comes to 7. So if it is divided into 7 equal parts, 1 part will be of cement and remaining 6 parts will be of sand. In other words, 1/7 part of 3 cubic meters will be the volume of cement, and 6/7 part of this 3 meter cube will be the quantity of sand or volume of sand. So we will find out now exactly how to find out the volume of cement. So as you know, the proportion of cement mortar is 1:6. So quantity of cement is equal to 3 cubic meters, that is total volume of dry cement mortar, divided by 1 plus 6. Now why 1 plus 6? Because proportion is 1:6. If proportion is 1:5, you have to divide this 3 by 1 plus 5. If proportion is 1:4, you have to divide it by 1 plus 4. So please remember, if the proportion is changed in the given problem, you should not get confused. You have to divide the quantity of dry cement mortar by the addition of this proportion ratio which is given to you. So that is, here in this case it is given 1:6, therefore it is 1 plus 6. So 3 divided by 1 plus 6, it comes to 0.428 meter cube. So volume of cement is equal to 0.428 meter cube. Now if you go to the market, if you go to the supplier of cement and if you ask quantity of cement in this unit, that is 0.428 meter cube, definitely that supplier of shopkeeper will get confused. He will ask exactly how many bags of cement you need. Don't tell me the volume of cement which is required. For that purpose, engineers should know exactly what is the conversion between cubic meter cement and number of bags of cement. Here some important information I'll be giving. When you take a 1 bag of cement, its volume is 0.035 cubic meters. Remember, volume is 0.035 cubic meters and weight of 1 bag of cement is equal to 50 kg, 50 kilograms. So if you take a container of 1 meter length, 1 meter width and 1 meter depth, I repeat, if you take an empty container of 1 meter length, 1 meter width and 1 meter depth, how much will be the volume? That is 1 into 1 into 1. So 1 cubic meter will be the volume of this empty container. Now if this container is to be filled up with cement, you go on pouring bags, number of bags of cement into this container till it is completely filled with cement. So you will have to pour around 28.57 bags into this container. That means 1 cubic meter is equivalent to 28.57 bags of cement. Okay. So for calculation convenience, we consider as 1 cubic meter cement is equivalent to 30 bags of cement. I repeat, for calculation convenience, normally we consider as 1 cubic meter cement is approximately equal to 30 bags of cement. So in this given problem, 0.428 meter cube is the volume of cement. So number of bags of cement will be equal to 0.428 multiplied by 30, because 1 cubic meter means 30 bags. So for 0.428, how many bags of cement will be required? That is 0.428 multiplied by 30. It comes to 12.84 bags. We can round it to the higher side. Say 13 bags of cement will be required. In other words, for 10 cubic meter brickwork, we need 13 bags of cement. Rather, to discuss more precisely, or to talk more precisely, we say that for 10 cubic meters we need 13 bags of cement. So for 1 cubic meter brickwork we need 1.3 bag of cement. Then the next material which is required for this cement mortar is sand. So volume of sand is equal to 6 times the volume of cement. Already we have calculated the volume of cement, that is 0.428 meter cube. So 6 times of that will be the volume of sand. So 6 multiplied by 0.428, that will give you 2. You can calculate at your level also. It's always better to cross check or verify these calculations on your side also, because it's very important. You need to know how to calculate. So 2.568 cubic meters will be the volume of sand required for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. So more or less we have finished with the first part of A, that is material part. We have calculated the quantities of materials which are required for 10 cubic meter brickwork. So we calculated we need 5000 bricks for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. We need 13 bags of cement for this 10 cubic meter brickwork, and we need 2.568 cubic meters sand for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. Then we'll see B part, that is labors. For this 10 cubic meter brickwork, first of all you understand exactly what category of labors is essential, what kind of labors are required, and at the same time number of labors which are required for this. To control this 10 cubic meter brickwork, we need one head mason first. We call that particular category of labor as a mistri. So one mistri is required for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. Then the second category of labor which is required, which is important, that is masons. We need masons for the construction of this brick masonry wall. Normally task work of one mason is 1 cubic meter brickwork per day. We have 10 cubic meters brickwork, so we need 10 masons for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. Now 10 masons means how? If one mason is working, that mason will have to work for 10 days. If 5 masons are there, those 5 masons will have to work for 2 days. If 2 masons are there, those masons will have to work for 5 days. So finally or effectively, you will have to pay for 10 masons for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. Okay, so 10 masons are required. Then labors which are required. Now labors also will categorize into 2 parts, male labors and female labors. Normally male labors which are required, 8 male labors are sufficient for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. Now male labors are required for what? Normally for mixing ingredients of cement mortar, male labors are required. To carry those cement bags from the godown to the site, male labors are required. So normally male labors which are required for this execution of 10 cubic meter brickwork are 8, and female labors which are required for this 10 cubic meter brickwork, they are slightly on the higher side or more side, that is equal to 10. So all these are approximations. Number of male labors, number of female labors. 8 male labors are required, 10 female labors are required. Now female laborers are required what? To carry that cement mix to the site where brickwork is in progress, to carry those bricks from the place where these bricks have been dumped to the workplace of brickwork. So 10 female laborers are required and 8 male laborers are required. Then we also need one more category of labor who is responsible for curing of this brick masonry wall, and that category of labor we consider as bhisti. So one bhisti is required for this 10 cubic meter brickwork. So let us summarize exactly what is the category of labors required for this 10 cubic meter brickwork and how much is the quantity of each and every category of labor. So for this 10 cubic meter brickwork, for the execution of 10 cubic meter brickwork, we need one head mason who will be responsible or who will be the head of this particular brickwork. So one head mason is required. We need 10 masons. We need 8 male laborers. We need 10 female laborers and we need one bhisti. Then we will go for the calculation part. First, we'll consider the cost of materials, that is A part. Already we have calculated quantities of materials which are required for 10 cubic meter brickwork. So let us focus on A, that is cost of materials. The first important material which is required for the construction of brick masonry is bricks. We have already calculated quantity of bricks as 5,000. Current market rate of bricks is 6,000 rupees per thousand. Now these rates will go on varying, but for the calculation purpose or to understand the procedure of rate analysis, we have assumed it as 6,000. It may vary, it may be less, it may be more also. So accordingly you can change to determine practical rate per unit of brickwork. So 5,000 is the quantity of bricks. Here we are assuming rate as 6,000 per thousand. Normally when you go to buy bricks, purchase bricks, that time rate which is quoted by supplier of bricks is always per thousand. So 6,000 per thousand bricks. So how many thousands we have got? 5,000. So 6,000 into 5, that comes to 30,000. So 30,000 will be the cost of bricks required for 10 cubic meter brickwork. Then the next material which is required for the construction of this brick masonry will be cement. We have already calculated as 13 bags of cement are required. So 13 into current market rate of one bag of cement, that is 320. So 320 into 13, it comes to 4,160 rupees. So how much amount you are going to spend on cement? That will be around 4,160. Then the third material which is required for the construction of brick masonry is sand. Already we have calculated quantity of sand as 2.568 meter cube. Rate per cubic meter is, we are assuming it as 710 rupees. Normally rate per cubic meter you have to calculate on the basis of rate per, normally if you see the site or the language on the site or terminology on site, rate per brass is available. So rate per brass is around 1800. So 18 rupees per cubic feet it is. You can convert it into cubic meters by multiplying it by 35.2875, because 1 cubic meter is equal to 35.2875 cubic feet. So 35.2875 into 18, approximately it comes to 708 something. So we are rounding to the higher side, that is 710 rupees. So rate per cubic meter for sand is 710 we are considering. So 710 multiplied by 2.568, you get the amount for sand, that is 1,823 rupees. So total of all this, that is bricks, cement and sand, is 35,983. That means cost of A is equal to 35,983 rupees. Then we will go for B part, that is labors. Now when we calculate the cost of labors, already we have calculated a quantity of labors. So if we know rate per day or daily wage of each and every type of labor, each and every category of labor, will be definitely find out the cost of labors also. So the first category of labor, that is head mason, we need one head mason. Labor rate will consider it as 1000 per day. So one head mason is required for 10 cubic meter brickwork. That means 1 into 1000, that comes to 1000 rupees will be the amount payable to that head mason. Then the second category of labor is mason. Now 10 masons are required. One mason, we are considering his daily wage or rate per day as 600 rupees. So amount payable to 10 masons will be equal to 6000 rupees. Third category of laborers is male laborers. We have calculated as 8 male laborers are required. Daily wage for one male labor is 400 rupees. So 400 into 8, that comes to 3200 rupees. Then we need female laborers also. 10 female laborers are required. Daily wage for female laborers also we are considering it as 400 rupees per day. So 400 into 10, that comes to 4000 rupees will be the charges payable to female laborers. Then we'll consider Bisti. Bisti is one. His labor rate also, or rate per day, daily wage is equal to 400 per day. So 400 rupees you have to pay for one Bisti. So total cost of labors will be equal to addition of all this. So that comes to 14,600. So already A we have calculated, B. So we will find out now what is A plus B. That is, what is the cost of materials plus cost of labors. So A is 35,983, B is 14,400. So A plus B is equal to 50,583. So cost of materials plus cost of labors already we have now with us, that is 50,583. In this A plus B we need to add 2% for electricity charges and water charges. This amount comes to 1012 rupees. In this we have to add lump sum charges for scaffolding, that is equal to 3000. It varies from place to place, but for calculation purpose we are considering it as 3000 rupees. Then we are considering 10% as a contractor's profit, that is 10% of A plus B, that is 10% of 50,583, which comes to around 5058 rupees. So finally addition of all, that is A plus B plus 2% of A plus B plus scaffolding charges plus contractor's profit, finally it comes to 59,653 rupees. So the total cost of brickwork when the quantity is 10 cubic meters is 59,653 rupees. Now this is the cost for 10 cubic meters. So rate per cubic meter, if you want to find out, we have to divide this total cost, that is 59,653, by 10. Why 10? Because our assumed quantity is 10 cubic meters. So for 10 cubic meters this is the cost. So for 1 cubic meter you have to divide this 59,653 by 10, that comes to 5965.3, that is 5965.3. You can round it to the higher side, that is 5965, or you can to the higher side, that means 5966 also. So rate per cubic meter for brickwork is rupees 5,966. That is, rate analysis for brickwork is over. Rate per cubic meter for brickwork is rupees 5,966. All of you need to remember the procedure of rate analysis. Once you follow the procedure of rate analysis, then all the steps you have to remember, and it's very easy to determine rate per unit of any item of construction work. You have to divide it into parts like this: A materials, B labors, A plus B, then add for water supply and electricity, add for scaffolding if any, add for contractor's profit, find out the total cost divided by the quantity which you have assumed, that will give you rate per unit. So for this rate analysis or for brickwork rate, we have calculated as 5,965. You can round it to the higher side, that is 5,966 also. Thank you so much.